Hello, my name is Cody Hernandez from the LMNOP News Station, and today we have a story on the life of a Russian journalist. We will be specifically talking about the difficulties and dangers that they face. Russia is one of the most dangerous places in the world to be a journalist. 56 journalists have been killed in Russia since 1992. Certain horrifying events, such as the case of Anna Politkovskaya, have drawn media attention from across the world. And today we have a Russian reporter joining us today, Dina Petrov, to share her experiences. Hello Dina, welcome to the LMNOP News Station. Great to have you here today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Great. Well, so now I would just like for you to tell us what it's like to be a Russian journalist in today's society.
Being a Russian journalist is for sure a dangerous job if you are working to tell the people what they really don't want to hear. A lot of Russian newspaper articles and television stations are strictly run by the government. So if you follow the rules of the government, it's very easy to work safely and alongside working with the government. But when you're trying to tell the truth and go against Putin and his administration and kind of go against what the government is putting into the minds of the citizens, then it becomes a very dangerous job.
Well, it's interesting to hear from a first-hand perspective. So you mentioned danger in your job. Do you think that Anna and yourself, your colleague Anna, suspected anything like that?
Yes. Anna and I worked together for the Novoya Gazeta newspaper, and for those of you that don't know, it's a Russian newspaper, and we're well known for working alongside, working for the country for investigative coverage and just a critical analysis of the government's agenda socially and politically. And a lot of the times we're very looked down upon from the government because we go against what they're initially telling the citizens. My friend Anna, she wasn't only a colleague but a good friend, and she was very passionate about her job. And there were many instances that we knew that the government was on to us and on to investigate our investigations. She was covering the story, and she was poisoned in an airplane, and she had to be hospitalized, and she couldn't go on with her investigation. And we knew that the assassination was not an accident, even though the government still has not yet investigated enough the death of her death. We know that it wasn't just an accident.
Well, I'm terribly sorry about the death of Anna, and I know all of us definitely mourn her death and admire her bravery, but she's not the only reporter who shared the same fate.
That's true.
For example, Alexander Litvenko, we know, was poisoned with radioactive plutonium for accusing his superiors of corruption. So that is a well-known story to us today.
Yes, and another colleague of mine, Elena Kochevinako, she also worked with Novoya alongside Anna and I. She was also doing investigative journalism. She was traveling to Beslan in North Ossetia. And North Ossetia is a very dangerous region to do any journalism work in. She went to go cover the 12th anniversary of the siege, in which over 330 people died, and including 186 children. And so it was a very important story to cover. And she had been assaulted and beaten up, and then she ended up in the hospital with a concussion to cover this story. One last instance that I can draw to mind is my friend Vladimir Vrumkov, and he is the editor of an independent newspaper called Kimi. He was attacked 3 times, and during one of the attacks he was stabbed 10 times, but he survived. And so in order to get into the business of investigative journalism, that's kind of against Putin and his desires for the Russian people and for his administration. It's a very dangerous job, and we all put our lives on the line for it, and in the end, it's all for the Russian citizens and to get the truth out.
Okay, lastly, we know that there are many restrictions and limitations pertaining to your job by the Russian government. Could you give us a specific example?
So this is recent too, for those of you that don't know. In 2016, the Russian government passed the Eurovia law. And it's a pair of Russian federal bills, and these bills are established as a type of counterterrorism and to help with public safety of the Russian citizens. It also allows for new requirements that pertain to my job, and the government is allowed to extract certain data from what we collect on our day-to-day tasks. It's also for telecommunications, so like the news stations and just all journalists and reporters trying to do their job and investigate. The government now has a restriction on us, and they're able to take what we've collected out of our hard-earned like days' work. Also, an interesting part of the Vorvia law is that you're not allowed to do any type of worship or mission work in any type of non-religious setting. And so it makes it a little harder to do if you're interested in religion or mission work outside of what the Russian government is wanting of you, then it's hard for religion to grow and to be accepting of other religions when you're not able to spread unless it's outside of the church. So it's difficult for more people to come into religion without more people experiencing outside of a church or a place of worship. And so that's just one example of how laws are becoming more restraining in our jobs.
Wow, that definitely makes your job more appreciated, I'm sure, by the Russian people and definitely by us who really love world news and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you very much for coming today. We enjoyed having you.
Thank you for having me.
So that's us signing off here on LMNOP News. Stay classy, Santiago.